In silence we crawl through December snow, remembering hands that held us so. Once cherished treasures of broken dreams, playing our songs in reverse it seems.
December 14th is when the broken toys come home. They arrive in silence, dragging themselves across the snow like wounded animals. The rejected, the abandoned, the forgotten, all making their annual pilgrimage back to the workshop. A teddy bear missing both eyes, pulling itself forward by one remaining arm. A toy train that derailed from childhood dreams, its wheels bent but still turning. Dolls with cracked faces wearing perfect porcelain smiles. The elves call it the procession of the discarded. They hang silver bells to warn of its approach, though the bells ring only in frequencies that hurt to hear. Mrs. Claus sets out hot chocolate that no one drinks, watching through frosted windows as the broken things gather in our courtyard, forming patterns that look disturbingly like Christmas stars when viewed from above. They remember being loved, she whispers, though I'm not sure if she's trying to comfort me or herself. That's what brings them back. I've learned not to help them. The first time I tried, back in 1853, a broken jack-in-the-box grabbed my hand with its rusty spring. It didn't want repair. It wanted to show me memories. Every moment of joy it had brought, every laugh it had earned, every precious second before it was replaced by newer, shinier things. The memories tasted like copper and tears. The list knows them all, of course. It keeps a special section written in invisible ink that only becomes legible under moonlight, reflected off broken things. Sometimes I catch it adding names I don't recognize. Children who might have been. Toys that were dreamed but never made. Happiness that slipped through time's fingers like melting snow. This morning, I found a mechanical bird in my study. Its key had been wound too tight, breaking its song into discordant notes that somehow played in reverse. It brought others with it, a parade of clockwork companions whose gears had ground themselves to dust, trying to keep up with changing times. They arranged themselves on my desk in a pattern that looked like a blueprint for something I hope we never build. The reindeer won't go near them. Even Rudolph's nose dims when they gather, as if trying to hide its light from things that lost their shine too long ago. But the list seems to lean toward them, its pages rustling with what might be recognition or hunger. The most unsettling are the composite ones, toys that have learned to combine their broken parts into new forms. A doll's head mounted on a toy truck's chassis, dragging a train of mismatched pieces behind it. A teddy bear wearing a crown of broken action figures, leading its own twisted procession. They gather in corners, sharing stories of the children who forgot them, each tale more bitter than the last. Mrs. Claus says they're not really coming home. They're coming to remind us. Of what? She won't say. But I've noticed how the workshop's shadows grow deeper when they arrive, how the elves' songs take on minor keys that shouldn't exist, how even the list seems to hold its breath when they pass by. I should close now. The broken toys are arranging themselves into words outside my window, messages I pretend not to read. The list has started adding a new category in rust-coloured ink, things that remember too much. And I swear I can hear them at night. All those forgotten playthings, practicing carols and voices that sound like childhood dreams unraveling. Just remember, when you discard a toy, it doesn't disappear. It joins a procession that grows longer each year, carrying memories that become more peculiar with each retelling. And if you hear something that sounds like broken music on December 14th, don't look too closely at the shadows under your Christmas tree. Some things come home, whether we welcome them or not.
Home's the workshop. Through shadows deep,